What's up, all my Ewoks, tribbles, droids, and Wookiees? It's Anna, also known as That Star Wars Girl, and today I'm going to be doing another video about the Gina Carano interview over on the Daily Wire with Ben Shapiro. Now, I did a longer video where I kind of gave an overview of everything that happened in this interview and what was said in this interview. This interview is over an hour long, and there's a lot of topics in this, so this video is going to be more specifically about how the hate mob started with going after Gina to put pronouns in her bio and then inevitably calling her transphobic and basically everything that really happened and Gina's perspective on it and what she went through and then the way that Disney decided to handle it. So I'm going to play you this clip of the interview and I will be right back.
I ended up putting beep bop boop in my Twitter bio, and 100%. It was 100% to go to the Twitter mob that was telling you what to do, and it had zero to do with trying to go after the transgender community, because I would never do that. I'm just me personally, I'm not trying to target anybody or go out after anybody. And so as soon as I saw people started taking that wrong, you know, I put right after that, I was like, no, beep bop boop was like me just saying, I literally said to my friend, I was like, you know, let's put something in my bio just to show like I can put whatever I want in my bio, just like they put like whatever they want in their bio, like Trash Panda and all this stuff. And like, you know, so I just put these noises in my bio, and then there was this crazy meltdown. It was just a big, massive meltdown, and you know, all the fear and all of the stuff goes straight through your skin, and you start like, whoa, what is happening? Like, I told you I didn't mean this towards this community, and like, you know, you're misunderstanding it. And it was just a shock wave went through my body, because I was like, oh, this is what this feels like. This is uncomfortable.
Now, obviously by that, you can just tell right off the bat that she is very emotional and that in that situation, she was completely overwhelmed by the way that the hate mob that was harassing her, yes, they were the ones harassing her and bullying her to try to put pronouns in her bio. They were the ones going out of their way to force this woman, this adult woman, to do what they wanted. And she said, no, I don't have to put, you know, my pronouns in my bio if I don't want to. I can put whatever I want in my bio, just like you are, just like she said in this clip. And then she goes in further to talk about how Disney handled the situation, how Lucasfilm handled the situation, how they made her get on the phone or Zoom with, you know, representatives of the LGBTQ plus community that deal with, you know, issues when it's coming into, you know, dealing with trans rights or trans community and pissing off the trans community. So this is what they said, according to her, and the way that Disney responded.
They were like, okay, yeah, do your research, but you need to get on the phone tomorrow with our LGBTQ transgender section. And I was like, I'm feeling very emotional. Can you give me a second? And they said, no, you need to do this now. And so I did. I was like, okay, we have to do it now. Then let's do it now. And so I watched their documentary and I got on the phone with them. And they basically were, you know, just two very gentle people. And they were like, we're sorry, you know, like you stepped in what they call a landmine. And we can tell, you know, you're not cured against us. And they actually reported back to Disney and Lucasfilm, you know, they thought it would be a bad idea if they canceled me, you know, or if they let this affect anything, because, you know, I got on the phone with them and I said, hey, I got on Zoom with them and I explained, hey, I just, you know, I don't have any hate in my heart for anyone. You know, I stepped in the landmine.
She did step on a landmine, and it's amazing, right? How when you talk to someone and you look them in the eye and you're face to face, even if it is virtual because of COVID, how you can actually have a conversation, and these people that are the representatives for Disney and Lucasfilm and the their section of the LGBTQ plus and, you know, trans and trans rights, how they spoke to her, and how she even said they're very gentle and very kind people. And the two people that she spoke to via Zoom, they didn't see, you know, they could tell that she wasn't transphobic. They could tell that all of these terrible things that people were saying about her just weren't true, and that she just is in a touchy situation. These people respond emotionally. These weirdos on Twitter only respond emotionally because they're like a spoiled rotten brat that's screaming on the floor, and when they see that mommy and daddy, cough, Disney, will give them whatever they want when they throw a temper tantrum, they're going to continue to throw a temper tantrum, and they're not going to learn, and they're not going to understand the situation. Now, Dataracer, I say this every single video that I talk about this issue. Go look at the tweets that he compiled. Dataracer does his research, and he shows his receipts. He shows all of these weirdos that are saying terrible, terrible, terrible things about Gina, calling her transphobic, all of this. He has the receipts, he shows the profiles, he shows the things that these terrible people said about Gina, and just how absolutely insane it gets. So the links for this is in the description of the video if you want to go check that out. But the fact that once Gina is able to look somebody in the eye and talk to them, and it's not, you know, that disingenuousness that is hiding behind a profile picture, hiding behind a monitor, hiding behind a keyboard, how, you know, actual humans talking to one another, they can see her point of view, and they can see that she was the one that was being bullied, she was the one that was being harassed. She didn't mean any type of transphobic or anything of that nature. And these are the representatives of the LGBTQ plus and, you know, trans rights for Disney. And they saw that it was a bad situation and that they didn't like the way that Disney was handling it. And so Gina talks a little bit more about how they removed her from, like, the Mandalorian press.
So we went through this really long thing where it was like back and forth, back and forth. They wanted me to say this. I felt like it was ingenuine. I wrote out like this massive thing that said, I mean, I have it, and everything that I read through it, and I was like, oh my gosh, if I put out this statement now, it'd actually be very enlightening to how I was feeling a year ago. But they didn't want that. They didn't want that. I think, you know, they thought, you know, I was already taking too much attention off of The Mandalorian, which it was not my intention, you know, because I know how hard everybody works on it.
So, as you can see from these clips from this interview, just Disney knelt to the mob. They knelt to the people that were harassing her, that were harassing a woman. Disney's all about, and Lucasfilm was all about, hashtag the force is female unless it's a woman that they don't like. And the fact that they kneel, this big, gigantic, billion-dollar company is kneeling to the Twitter mob, is kneeling to those weirdos that Dataracer, you know, has all of these tweets compiled. They're kneeling to these children that are on the floor, screaming at the top of their lungs, throwing a temper tantrum, making these demands, and Disney is giving it to them. Gina was fired. She was fired from the show. She was fired from Disney via social media because all of these weirdos on Twitter got together and they got the hashtag Fire Gina Carano going over a situation that was blown out of proportion, that they took things out of context, and they created this issue. They created the fact that she was transphobic because they weren't smart enough to understand what she was doing. They weren't smart enough to read her follow-up tweet where she said she was not transphobic and that she's just standing up to these weirdos on the Twitter mob. Disney's own LGBTQ plus representatives said that she wasn't transphobic, that she just stepped on a landmine, that these people are acting emotional, and that Disney is stirring the pot by catering to them. Their own LGBTQ plus representatives that spoke with Gina did not find her transphobic. Gina is not transphobic. I watched this entire situation happen because I've been following Gina. I've seen all of this, all of the cancellation, every single time they've gone after her. I've sat there and I've witnessed it in real time. It's absolutely ridiculous that Disney would bend the knee to these weirdos, and the fact that people are still going around saying she's transphobic when she's clearly not. You can see it in her, you know, in the way that she speaks, her body language. She's so hurt that people would accuse her of this because, like she said, she has no hate in her heart for any of this. It blows my mind. So if you see anyone trying to call Gina transphobic, tell them that that is just simply not true, and, you know, they need to do their research on people before making accusations like that. So everyone, again, this was a really long interview. I did a full video where I just kind of summarize everything that happened. I just wanted to highlight this because this is still an issue that I continue to see, is that these weirdos continue to call her a transphobe without doing any fucking research. So if you ever are talking with somebody and they say this, get the links to Dataracer's tweets, show them this, and then link them this interview. Everyone, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. If you liked this video, smash the like button. If you didn't, that's okay too. Thank you so much for watching this far through. And until next time, I hope you have a great rest of your day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And may the force be with you, because we are really, really, really going to need it. Bye, everyone. Hey everyone, I just wanted to let you know, if you didn't know already, that I have an Etsy where I sell prints of my artwork. I got horror villains, Marvel, DC, and Star Wars characters. The latest Star Wars character that I just added was the one, the only, Gina Carano as Cara Dune. Now, Gina herself even loved the painting. So if you want to go check that out, the link is in the description of this video. They are selling like crazy, and I am still only in the pre-sale, so go pick that up before they're gone. Also, if you want to see a video of me painting and explaining how to paint like this, go over and check out my art channel. The link is in the description of this video. Go over, smash the subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications. That way you don't miss it when I post the video. Everyone, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day. What's up, everyone? I have a P.O. box, so if you want to send me some mail, go ahead and send it to Anna, That Star Wars Girl, or TSWG for short, at P.O. Box number 28171, Santa Ana, California, 927998171. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much.